Cancel culture is a form of public shaming that aims to hold individuals and groups accountable by calling attention to behavior that is perceived to be problematic. Well, earlier this week, I spoke with Robin Thede. She's a comedian who is no stranger to breaking boundaries for Black women who writes jokes. We talked about cancel culture. Take a listen. Cancel culture. That's also a big part of what
we talk about that on the show a lot, too.
Yeah, you do. So for people who don't know what it is, explain what it is. And I guess my question would be, are there moments where you think somebody might get caught up in it?
Yeah.
Or is it just a force for good?
Oh, it is not a force for good. Cancel culture is, okay, so cancel culture is somebody does something.
Right.
It gets broadcast on the internet, and then people go, oh, that person's canceled. I'm not going to buy their albums. I'm not going to go to their concerts. I'm not going to watch their TV show. I'm not going to buy their perfume. I don't know. But cancel culture is a force for good in a lot of ways.
Like Bill Cosby?
Yeah, yes.
Bill Cosby, yeah,
yes.
Right?
Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, you know, all the fashion houses that decided to put out racist clothing items.
Right.
You know, I think that's all good. And you can affect people where it matters the most, which is their pocketbooks or their freedom if they belong in jail. But then cancel culture can get really ridiculous. Like somebody wears a shirt that you don't like and it's like, oh, that person's canceled. And it's like, okay, no. And we get into this conversation a lot in the show, and we talk about, you know, like, what are the lines? Can I watch something with someone in it? Can I, if Chris Brown is featured on a song, can I listen to that?
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of stuff. But there are no rules, and that's the tough part about cancel culture. Is like from one day to the next, you don't know. Our running joke is what jokes that we say in the show are going to get us canceled. I have 3 that may get me canceled, but that's the point. You have to go there on a sketch show, and especially on a sketch show on HBO, you have to push to the limits. And we just try to do it in a smart way that doesn't make fun of helpless people. We try to punch up.
I did a piece on R. Kelly, and I think leading into the piece on the air, they played Ignition, right? The remix. And then on Daily Show, Roy Wood was like,
You can't talk about R. Kelly's supposed crimes, then play Ignition.
R. Kelly did these terrible things to women. Oh, and then he starts playing the music to Ignition.
And he started dancing.
And he starts grooving to it, and he's like, I can't concentrate.
That's the hard part. You're like, I'm supposed to hate this man, but the groove, though. I was like, no, hate him.
Right.
Don't play the music.
Right. And that's part of what you guys are going to be talking about.
Absolutely. And you have to learn to separate, right? Like people, well, you don't have to learn how to separate, but some people are like, I can separate the music from the acts of the artist. I cannot. Like women locked in a basement. He's been trying to tell us this, trapped in the closet. He's been trying to tell us for decades.
a long time.
But you can't watch, you know, those interviews and Gail sit down with him, and you can't watch those things and still justify, in my mind, paying for that lifestyle and paying for those women to still be locked up and abused. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.